Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're returning to Hammer Time. No Lurrus to be found, but instead we have Kaldra and Sophie and Sist. So we're able to expand our permanence to include cards with mana value higher than 2. So we've got some of the best options here in Nettlecyst, Sword of Fire and Ice, and the Kaldra Compleat. Some of these cards can basically just win the game by themselves. Don't need a creature to be put on the Cyst or the Kaldra. They'll create a germ and attack for us. And, I mean, Sophie is the best sword. So, if there's a sword we're going to choose, it's going to be this one. I'm also made some room for some more Blacksmith skill. I've been playing it as a one of for the last couple leagues and really have been impressed by it, so I'm giving it another slot to see what we can do with it. Sideboard is a little bit messy right now. Still not exactly sure what I want to be doing with all the cards in my board. You can barely see them all. Let's reduce the size of this a little bit. Okay. So this is what we're trying today. I was, again, fairly impressed with the Lion Sash last time I played it. In certain matchups, it can be very good. So decided to keep it in the sideboard. Playing a couple Hushbringers, playing a couple Magistrates, playing a couple Forge-Tenders. In the right matchup, these can be doing some very effective things. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, I've also got a couple copies of On Thin Ice. There's something, like, we can do something pretty cool. With On Thin Ice and Sigarda's Aid, you can actually cast this at instant speed. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. Alright, let's head into the queue, see how we do. Oh, this one's a tough one. Like, we got the Puresteel Paladin, which is one of the main things we're looking for, but we don't have a hammer, and we don't have an Urza Saga. I mean, hammer is the easiest thing to find, and we have a Paladin, we have a Nexus. I'm leaning towards keep on this one. Hey, thanks for the luck. Bad hand keep, let's go. Oof. Not what I wanted to see on top. Got enough of those already. Thought Scour, target me. Oh, there we go. I'm just worried about running this into a Snapcaster Mage. I guess if we cast the Nettlecyst and they counter it, we know they don't have snaps. Hey, Titan Rising, good morning. This time they target themselves with the Thought Scour. And it actually resolves. Let's draw a card. Okay. So we have 2 artifacts, So we're not able to move the nettle. So we're not able to move the Nettlecyst. Not that I would be interested in that anyway. Although if they had a Fatal Push or something, a removal spell, they probably should have done it with Nettlecyst on the stack, so I didn't get to draw the extra card. Oh, that's a good one. So this would actually be lethal if we could resolve the Colossus Hammer. It's so unlikely it resolves, but I don't really know what they're doing, right? They haven't thrown a single counterspell our way. It's just been Thought Scour from them. Fatal Push on the Germ. I did see that Titan Rising. A friend sent me a picture of that. Definitely going to have to try and build a deck around that one. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing, a Rakdos sack deck. Snappy. Goes for the Fatal Push. Blocks the Construct. Okay, let's cast the other hammer. Get the card draw. And go for the kill. Nice. Okay, so we've seen Fatal Push, Thought Scour, Snapcaster Mage. These things are okay. Could also just play Relic. Relic Lion Sash. Well, this one doesn't have an equipper, but it does have Saga. Does have Hammer. We get turn 1 Sentinel. Keep this. Oh, what a draw. That is a good one. Cheers, Titan. Oh, Spell Snare. Yep, that'll work. Don't forget, cast the Memnite. And pass on back. Kind of feel like maybe making Karnstructs is the way to go. Don't have to worry about their counter magic. Oh, don't have to worry about their counter magic regardless. They tapped out on their own turn. What? Ugh, if only we had one more artifact, chat. These are some lucky draws. Guess we can just draw a card with the Colossus Hammer, see what we hit. Sophie. John the Lock. Another hammer. Kind of like Springleaf Drum here. Then we have access to Blacksmith skill. Just plus more mana. Scour themselves. Oh, they do find the land. And Murktide. And it's an 8/8. That's a big one. Alright, if we can find a land, we can play Sophie, equip Sophie. That's not it. Play this. Tap the... okay. See how big we can make these things. Oops. So I can make this into an 8/8 with Blacksmith skill. There's no way they block this. Come on. Too easy. Ooh, yep. That's a good one. That one's really good versus us. We even lose a mana because of it. Well played. I guess there's nothing else to do. And I thought we were doing so well. Oh, what does one receive if they 5-0? You get a trophy, you get a bunch of treasure chests, I think 11? You know what? We can actually figure that out for sure. Um, let's just wait for this game to end, and we can get the exact numbers on everything. But yeah, you get play points, treasure chests, trophy, and some qualifier points. All the hammers. Yeah, that dress down. Really good versus car instructs. Yeah, Titan. I just trust that they aren't, and if they are, they do have an unfair advantage against me. Oh well. Um, that's the price I pay for streaming and getting pieces of advice from chat. All right. Well, glad you made it, and near the start too. This is match one. Oh man. uh, don't think we're gonna make it out of this one alive. Yeah, both of them were really good. They had two Colligan's Command against us. Microman 900, thank you for the follow, friend. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes the opponent does. All right, let's quickly check the deets on this. So Modern League, view prizes. Here we go. So you get 11 treasure chests, 150 play points, and then you also get 5 championship points, which allow you to enter a tournament with a very, very high prize payout. Oh, this one's not going to work for me. Easy Mo. This one doesn't work for me either. Okay. We can keep this one. So we gotta get rid of 2 cards. Gonna get rid of Silent Clearing. Maybe Sunbaked Canyon. Oh, you got a Titan. I'll be here tomorrow. Gonna be playing a Boros synthesizer deck. Doing the Stoneforge here is interesting. I guess it lets me play the Sophie without potentially being countered. I think I'm just going to make constructs, though. Okay, the sequencing there kind of makes sense. Lightning Bolt, the Stoneforge to get a card in my graveyard, and then Drown in the Loch. So if I tap this for mana, I can go get Springleaf Drum, and then cast Sophie, equip Sophie. That'll protect the Construct from most of their spells, although they still do have access to Colligan's Command, or just Fatal Push. Yeah. That's what I get for trying to play around a card. They have a different card. Lots of removal in the opponent's deck. It kind of seems like a good matchup for them, to be honest. Because they have so much removal and it's also just in different colors. Go get Nettlecyst. Oh, wow. Okay, hammer comes down. Snapcaster Mage, Drown in the Lock or push? Drown in the Lock. Kill the Germ. Yeah, it makes sense to leave the push there when we have Sophie on the battlefield, so they potentially have another card to be able to answer if I get the equipment onto a thing. The Drizz, thanks for the follow. They got 5 cards in hand. That is terrifying. You know, we used to be really good at grinding, huh? Hammer time? We used to be a grindy deck. Another Drown in the Lock. I don't think I've seen this art before. Oh, that's kind of cool. Philosopher, good morning. And we're dead. This is a Murktide coming down. Just maximum removal. Wow. You know, I really thought we had this match when I killed their Murktide with Blacksmith skill on game 2. But wow, they really showed me just infinite removal. That's a painful mana base right there, but we have Puresteel Paladin, we have Colossus Hammer, we're going to keep this. We got the pieces we're looking for. Oh no. Oh, not what I expected from the basic mountain, but still, we're in trouble. Ah, basic plains, that's painless. Let's play that. Yeah, you don't see Niv Magus too much anymore, that's for sure. I mean, even when it was a thing, it was a meme, and you didn't see too much of it. What do we get? 0 drop. Yeah! 0 drop. That's what I'm about. Let's go. So let's see here. They could have Gutshot. So we're going to want to play the Memnite last, I think. Like, Gutshot is actually reasonable out of this deck, is what I'm saying, right? It's not something I would play around normally. Okay, no Gutshot. Cool. I wanted a blocker, was my thinking of equipping it to the Memnite Pygonti. It, again, did open me up to potentially having a Gutshot and not being able to equip this turn. But being able to put an 11/11 in front of their Niv Magus felt like what I wanted to do. I'm not sure how quick the opponent's deck can kill. I'm assuming they're as fast as Burn, so turn 4 with a lot of damage on turn 3. Cool draw. I like that line, Pygonti. I forgot that if you equip a creature and then move the equipment to another creature and that creature dies, the equipment stays on the creature that you originally put it on. Thank you for pointing that out. So I can play the Urza Saga, play the Puresteel Paladin, and then I still have Blacksmith skill up through the Springleaf Drum, tapping the Paladin. Yeah, Hammer Time has a lot of layers to it. Like the iceberg meme that you see quite a bit. Hammer Time had a lot of quality options in there. Pretty sure that meme even taught me a thing or two. That doesn't really matter. I was thinking I should have put that down after combat. Alright, so next turn we can put down Sophie and win. We got a good block here. We got Blacksmith skill for protection. But we can only block one of their critters. Oh, they put that into play tapped, so that's a good sign. And they pass. That's great. Sophie? Scoop? By the way, everybody, Pygonti's dropped by here in chat. Very talented Magic player. Definitely go check him out. If you've spent any time looking at the trophy race, well, you should already know that name. I wonder if Boss is still here. You still here, Boss? Yeah, you are. give you a shout out too. Tom the Boss Ross in the house as well. Kind of like the idea of bringing in some removal spells, because it kind of feels like they're a Prowess deck. I like this one actually. We'll keep it. Ooh. Well, I was going to play Sigarda's Aid, but Prismatic Ending, yes please. Light Scribe, yep. And another Sigarda's Aid. Alright, so if I play Nexus, play Sigarda's Aid, then next turn, Steelshaper's Gift, and I don't have enough mana. So I'm not going to be able to do the Nexus thing. I could play the Painland, Sigarda's Aid, Steelshaper's Gift for the Hammer. Could play the Urza Saga, start making Constructs. So I could like Sigarda's Aid, Urza Saga, play the Spear. Awkward to play the Spear though, because it's just going to cost 2 mana to equip it later when it would just cost 1 with Sigarda's Aid down. So playing a colorless land here is kind of awkward. Well, there's nothing we can do here. I'm just going to hit F6. Good thing they didn't have another creature on the battlefield. Light Scribe, aka Cat Constantine, can put a lot of power on the board. Ooh, double strike. You have anything else? Mutagenic? I think that's death. Yeah, it is. Turn 3 kill. GG. Very cool. Don't think anything from the sideboard here is going to help us. We just want to keep going with what we got. We got a ton of removal, so let's keep going with that. Ah, the Magistrate does make sense actually because of the Lava Dart. Well, we have no white mana here. We're going to mulligan that. This one looks fine to me. No way to equip the hammers, but maybe we can get a Kaldra or something. Any event. It's what we got. I think I'm going to go get Sophie. Like, Kaldra's cool and everything, but... Oh, do we not even... I think I took Kaldra out anyways. It's in the sideboard. Yeah, we'll go get Sophie here. Shadowspear could be really good. I think actually Shadowspear is just better. Get that life gain going. Hey, Mr. Duct Tape. I played the Azurius Hammer last time, and I wanted to go back to a mono white version before jumping back into Azurius. Kind of go like back and forth or whatever. Oh, that's scary. Alright, so we can just make a construct, which is pretty much just as good as Nettlecyst. And that also gives us the choice to flash the Nettlecyst down and have Blacksmith skill up. Ooh, Sacred Foundry on tap, 3 mana. This is their go turn, I think. Yup, Manamorphose. Oh, another Manamorphose. Lightning Bolt my critter. Oh, right. I forgot Nettlecyst counts enchantments as well. Do not play with a card that often. Let's go for the skill. Make sure I hit the germ, not the Nettlecyst. Gutshot me to save their Light Scribe. Oh, yeah, saves the Light Scribe and puts counters on the Niv-Magus. Pretty good. Get a land here. I think I just tap this for mana so that I can put the Shadowspear onto the Germ. Hope that attack didn't just kill me. Now, they've already used double mana Morphos, them drawing a card there. Could be good. Okay, more critters. Oh man, I hope they don't have mutagenic growth. No muta. Another land. Ugh. I guess I can just attack for 5 and then put the equipments onto the Ornithopter. We'd gained, what, like 10 life? Maybe more? Target creature gains double strike. Targeted Illumimancer. I just hit F6 here. So if I block here, I take 4, and then I take so 4, 7, 12. So that's 8, 12, 17. And then I gain 5. Damage on the stack. I mean, this is first, right? So I'm going to take 4 immediately, and then everything else happens at the same time. Ah, Muta! That's probably death. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. GG's. Alright, so we have Hammer, but no way to equip it, and we have no Saga. I think I'm going to mulligan this one. Nope, no Batter Skull in this one. This one we don't have any white mana. We got everything else, but no white mana. This hand is not good, but it has Urza's Saga, so it's at least keepable. So we want to keep the Drum, the Memnite, Saga, and a Plains. We gotta put 2 cards to the bottom. So let's get rid of Plains and... Inkmoth, I guess. Mana Confluence, does that mean Dredge? So I want to play the Urza Saga Springleaf Drum, then next turn we can play Memnite Land, so we can start making constructs on turn 2. Now it looks like Dredge. So we've got Relic of Progenitus, Magistrate, Lion Sash. How does Escape work? It says spells with Escape can be cast. Cast from the graveyard for their cost. Okay. Oh, they found a thug. So they will be able to dredge. Llanowar Zombie, hello. Yes, indeed. Today is hammer time. There's the Ox. Creeping Chill to get their Silver Smoke Ghouls online, which gets their Prize Amalgam online. They already got Necromoeba as well. It's not looking good, chat. Yeah, you don't see as much Dredge as you used to, but the deck is super good. It just keeps on getting new toys. Oh, yep. That works. So many Dark Blasts in the main nowadays. Gotta be because of Ragavan. I imagine the Ox is coming out of the graveyard this turn. Block the Ghoul, because I expect the Ox to be coming back, so I figured Prized Amalgam was would just come back anyway. Ah, they Dark Blasted the Ornithopter, yep. And another Creeping Chill. Puts me to 7, and they get their ghouls back. So I can make this into a 7. Oh, they return Dark Blast, get rid of the Memnite. Only have one blocker. Take 6, 9, 10, 11. Doesn't look like lethal yet. Oh, GG. Missed the conflagrate in the yard. Now we got the hammer, we got the Saga. So it would be our turn 3. We can go get the relic. Lion Sash. Don't like that Ancient Grudge. Well, that's what I'm thinking about, right? Because if we play the Sash, we have two pieces of Artifact Hate, but they're going to grudge one of them. And if we don't play Sash, the graveyard doesn't look very good. They can Ancient Grudge the Relic, but we can activate it in response. Okay, so they're killing the Relic with the Ancient Grudge. So I guess we'll just activate the Relic, draw a card. Oh, wow. Conflag, kill Sash. Yeah, Paradise Mantle is a card that a lot of people play in the deck. This is so awkward. Kind of seems like just no good spells. I mean, we did get some pretty good stuff. Lion Sash, Relic, Magistrate's pretty good. These hammers are great as soon as we get, you know, the other piece of the combo. But for now, they're just going to sit here rotting in our hand. I'm worried about Dark Blast, Donut. There it is. So they're going to Ancient Grudge one of the hammers. And they'll still go to 3 here. And they're not able to recast the Ancient Grudge. Thank you, Magistrate. Oh, hey there, friend. Backseating is okay here, don't worry about that. But the Magistrate doesn't get the hammer because if they're going to kill a critter with removal spells, I would rather it was an Ornithopter. So the Drannith Magistrate is kind of like safe because it doesn't have a hammer on it, if you can believe it. At least that's my thinking. Oh yeah, you could just draw another hammer. All right, thanks. I will. Yeah, I'm not always going to make the right play or the best play, but there is always going to be some reason for it in my head that makes sense. All right, so we got Hammer, we got Saga. Actually, with Saga Springleaf Drum, this hand ain't bad. And I think we even just go for... Yeah, we're going to play almost our entire hand on turn 1. Oh, we get to draw a card. How kind. Wow. And they get the ghoul back. Now that's the difference between the play and the draw, huh? Just don't quite have enough mana. we can go get the Lion Sash, put it in play, but then they get to untap and do their thing. And if we do that, they even have Dark Blast to get rid of the Lion Sash. Might be better to just make a construct. Okay, here comes the Ox. Which basically mills their entire deck. Ox is so good! I was thinking I would get a Relic. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on my turn so they can't grudge exactly. No grudge, no dredge. They're just left with the cards they put back in their hand with Ox, which I imagine is like Dark Blast and something else. I wasn't paying too much attention. Not the easiest thing to be able to see what cards are being dredged on Moto. Hey, Vitor, we're going to open that chest for you right after this game. Going all in, huh? Maybe not. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if we go too far, a Dark Blast can actually be really good. Killing the Construct, killing a critter.
So yeah, if we block with Ornithopter, they Dark Blast Memnite, we lose the Construct as well as 2 other creatures, and this becomes like a 4/4. One, two, three, four. Exactly what I was thinking, Jabs. Oh yeah, I wasn't really thinking about I was just thinking about this turn putting Shadowspear onto the construct and hopefully winning with that. No. Oh, okay. They're drawing a card. I thought for sure that was Ancient Grudge on my construct token. Dark Blast, target my Memnite. Lets me draw a card. Goes to 5. Dredge the Dark Blast. They find Ancient Grudge. Double Ancient Grudge is their mill, but they don't have a land, so they scoop. Yeah, this is good enough. Got a turn 2 10-12. Ooh, Overgrown Tomb. Arbor Elf. So what do you think? Do we play the Ornithopter immediately? If we play the Ornithopter right now, we can attack with it next turn and really put the pressure on. The problem is if it dies, then we don't have any pressure. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. So many colors. Okay, that's a pain. Ensnaring Bridge. Ugh. Do not like. Let's see if we can kill him next turn. 1 to activate, 1 to equip. No. No, Kaya, no! I don't need to make it flying. I just have to attack with it, and then after blocks, equip it. They played Oath of Nissa instead of Kaya! I guess they got the Chalice for one, right? Oh, that sucks. Okay, so yeah, it's a Carth deck. Well, they have Oath of Nissa, right? So they could play Kaya without black mana? Stupid Chalice of the Void. That's not how you kill Karn. You kill Karn with this. And then attack their face with that. Yeah, I've seen the Carth decks before. They're pretty cool. Ugh. Oh, we're going to be able to get an Urza Saga. Or sorry, a Colossus Hammer from the Urza Saga coming up. Yeah, I should have just played the Puresteel Paladin in a land there. Oh well. We'll play the Puresteel Paladin maybe next turn. Oh, I'm not going to get the chance. Opponent has literally everything. Well, at this point, I just don't know what to do. I guess we die. It's going to be Scoop or Cooper in a second. Ha! Take that, opponent. Countered your own spell. I don't know. Maybe the chalice is well, the chalice is in the board, right? Maybe it's supposed to be on 0. Like just as generally chalice on 0, stop cascade shenanigans. Oh, that is one of the cards I was looking for. So this can just exile the Germ if we get the Kaldra Compleat. Won't this deck be crazy? Uh, We don't have any way to equip the hammer here. And we took the Kaldra out because they have so many ways to exile the germ. Try for something faster. This is good. Opponent mulliganing heavily here. Down to 5 so far. Come on, hammer. Let's draw hammer. Looks like a hammer to me. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, take 12. It's a Teferi. Well, at least I get to draw a card. Probably return Esper Sentinel here. So if we get Paladin, we win. If we get Hammer, we win. Woodland Cemetery. That's a Magic the Gathering card. Stoneforge is a hammer. 1, 2... Okay, so we can play the Esper Sentinel, so if they have, like, a Fatal Push or something, we can at least get the card draw. And they do have the Fatal Push, so we get the card draw. When they have it all. Engineered explosives. Now we just get a plains. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I want to try and... Yeah, I think I put the Karn down to 1 so they can't go get another thing, like Ensnaring Bridge or something. There's Kaya. Gets rid of the Pithing Needle. Engineered explosives on 1. No, not yet. If we had killed Karn, chat. If we had killed Karn, they'd be dead. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Donut. It does mean that we're going to lose all these things to the engineered explosives, though. Yeah, you play the engineered explosives for 1, and then you use this land to blow it up. I guess you could have paid the 1 out of this here. Yeah, it's a 2 for 4. Or a 4 for 2, rather. Still a good trade. But yeah, it's not a 4 for 1 at least. And Oath of Nissa doesn't count. Grabs a Liliana of the Veil. Gross. Ah. That's true. Sentinel's done quite a bit of work. It's not too much reason to play this pre-combat, right? Like, we play it pre-combat, we know for a fact they'll activate this, but if we play this post-combat, we might get some damage in with this before they activate it. They'll probably activate it during combat, but like, putting the Puresteel Paladin doesn't gain us anything, is what I'm trying to say. Well, I guess if they have Fatal Push, playing Puresteel is better. Hey, Doll of Cutie! Thank you so much for the 13 months! That is my lucky number, and one more than a year. Thank you for the continued support. Alright, no surprise. Engineered Explosives goes off. They take 1 point of damage and 2 poison. Now, if I could just go get my Luris, I can play the hammers out of the graveyard and we're laughing. Oath of Nissa, pretty good. Gets Grist. Okay. That draws us a card. Another Paladin. So we can kill the Liliana with this, attack them with this. If I play the other Puresteel, then I could also just... Thing is, I kind of want to be able to... I guess I don't need to sacrifice the Nexus. I got 2 Puresteels. Yeah, and Grist can't kill one of our critters yet. It needs something to back it up. Oh, Damnation. Okay. That'll assist. 1, 2, 3 for Cyst. 1 to activate. Don't have enough to put the Cyst onto the Inkmoth. Grindy. Oh, there's Karn. Turning off our artifacts. Dead on board? Cool. So we've got just over 10 minutes to finish the final game of the match. And then we've got one more match after this one. We had some quick games at the start, but definitely starting to grind. Oh yeah, that's a hand. We'll keep this one. And opponent keeps as well. That's scary, because last time they mulled to 5 and we had a super grindy match. Or super grindy game. 1 drop? A 0 drop. Oh, they have a 1-land hand? Or is the other land something that doesn't cast Sprawl? Oh, they found Burrenton Catacomb. Oath of Nissa, quality card. And gets an Urborg. So they've just got so many lands. Another Urza Saga. So I'm thinking Saga, Mystic, get Hammer, next turn, Puresteel Paladin, play Hammer. That's true, we do lose the activation, but we potentially fetch a Hammer faster or a Spear. Oh no. Karn is so good versus Puresteel Paladin. It's liquid metal coating. I can activate that on my Saga during my upkeep, so I can't make a Saga thing. Oh, they went for the planes. Ah, same thing. Guess I can still make a Construct during their turn. I don't remember saw you playing Control before. Is there a reason? I don't play Control very often. I just feel I'm more comfortable, more towards mid-range, and I like to head towards, like combo and aggro. Every once in a while, I'll head out of my comfort zone, play some Control. Hey, the McSlash. How's Hammer feel after Luris ban? Well, we're definitely missing the Luris. The deck is still playable, for sure, but I miss the Luris. Good cards are good. Stupid blocker. Right. Can't equip. Stupid Karn. In the way. No, not more stuff. Haven't you done enough already? Woof. Uh, go get Nettlecyst. Get rid of liquid metal coating.
Exiles, Memnite, and Puresteel Paladin. Well, see, there's one reason that we don't have to worry about Luris with the Kaya. Kaya is so good versus our deck. And so is Karn. Their planeswalkers are so good. Maybe just go get Walking Ballista at this point. Worm Coil. It's a pretty good one. Don't think that hammer's going to be too helpful. Maybe. And Carth the Lion shows up. What? Vraska Golgari Queen? How can we ever beat it? Yeah, it's a Carth the Lion deck. They have also got blue for Teferi. Like, the planeswalkers are super easy to splash. It's the majority of the deck is Golgari with splashes for anything else. Sigarda's Aid, we can't really do the thing. I guess we could get Pithing Needle. I was thinking like, oh, we could get Hammer, put it on the construct. We can't because we don't have Sigarda's Aid in play yet. I'm going to attack Karn here. I don't want them to go get an Ensnaring Bridge. And they reveal Grist, which they can use to kill my construct. Great.
Ah, right, there's also Vraska, which we already saw last turn, which can also kill the construct. I was going for the Pithing Needle, and then Kaya can get to work. Makes a lot of sense. Free the Kaya. Seal of Cleansing isn't going to do us much good. Guess we can destroy the Worm Coil. But as much of a grind as this was, opponent has 6 cards in hand. There's just no way. I'm going to scoop here. Yeah, I keep a hand like that. Hey, Blind, what's good? Well, no, not exactly the best. Not good, yeah, not very well. But unfortunately, that's the way of Magic. You can't win all the games all the time. Looks like we're playing Burn and they decided to hold up a Burn spell. No, they didn't. Okay, so we can put the hammer on the Memnite right the heck now. Think you should have held up that removal spell. Have you tried the Mono Black Golos deck? Yes, I have. There's a video up on the YouTubes. Had a really good time with the deck, and I'm going to actually be playing it again on Friday. That's it, Blind. All we were missing was you. Damn. It's kind of funny, right? Like the first time I was playing the mono black coffers deck, everyone in chat was talking about how this deck is terrible, it's scuffed, it's like bad Tron. And then second time I played the deck, nobody was saying that. After Spike put that work into it, adjusted the numbers, put Golos into it, the deck is looking really good. It gains life. It doesn't. I was thinking about Scavenging Ooze. This one doesn't gain life. I don't like Lion Sash here. Thanks, username. One of those days. Yeah, it is not an ooze. Certainly not. All right, here you go. I just put up a link to the Golos deck. Putting down the hammer so my Nettlecyst will have extra power and toughness. Okay. Wish I had waited on that hammer. Could have played the Springleaf Drum. Opponent practicing maximum patience. Maybe I play the Springleaf Drum first, so when I play Nettlecyst, it's a 4/4, doesn't die to their stuff. Give me a land. Sigarda's Aid. That could be good in another situation. Aw, but Invoke Despair is like a classic card in the list. I don't blame you, though. You got it, blind. Alright, let's pump up that Nettlecyst. Get it good and fat. 7/7. No deflecting palm one time. Okay, Skullcrack is pretty good. It stops me from gaining the life, but not as bad as deflecting palm. But we could just be dead here. Goblin Guide attack and 2 spells. And they got 5 cards in hand, so odds are we're dead. There's the attack. Esper Sentinel on top. Not even going to wait till the second main phase. Here we go. You got your 2 spells to throw? What do you got? Skewer and... Lightning Helix. Alright, GG. You know, I was wondering about Magistrate. Like, it stops their Rift Bolts, right? Yeah, it doesn't do too much. But we are on the play, so it's definitely more interesting than it would be on the draw. And it blocks their creatures. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, Sword of War and Peace. This hand doesn't do too much. And it's got 2 canyons. Much better. Gonna leave the Forge-Tender back. Their creatures can attack with haste, so gonna want something in defense. Oh, no Rift Bolts yet. Sure. I'll draw a card and take 1. Ooh, found a land. Very nice. Now we're the aggro. Skullcrack. Get to draw a card. No life gain. We'll go get a hammer. I was intending on getting Sophie, but now that we have Puresteel Paladin, we can play Hammer, then play Paladin, and then equip the Hammer to Burrenton Forge-Tender, and that should be GG. I guess they could have... yeah, there is that one card they could have. I'd be able to sacrifice the Forge-Tender, though, so that wouldn't be the worst. Deflecting Palm. That's the card I was thinking of. Hey, all right. Managed to get half of our play points back. Not bad, not bad. So this is the deck that we were playing today. Mono White Hammer Time. Definitely gotta say, first off, I was missing the Lurrus. Anytime we started to grind, or any like turn where I just didn't have anything to do, and there were several, would have been amazing to be able to just put Lurrus in hand and then everything in our graveyard is a threat again. But Lurrus is gone, and that's for the better for the format, I guess. So, Hammer Time, is it still a deck? Absolutely. It's still a great deck. You're going to be able to still get those turn 2, turn 3 wins. That didn't change at all. So, you still got the speed. You still got some grinding potential. Puresteel Paladin draws cards. And Kaldra is a pretty nice addition to the deck. Not that we played it this league at all, but being able to potentially have this monster on the battlefield is pretty scary. As far as the sideboard goes, still not too sure about it. I think that I do really like the Burrenton Forge-Tenders, to be honest. Having that protection from red, it was really quality against burn, but yeah, we could just be playing the Sanctifier, but Forge-Tender definitely did a good job in that last match, in that last game. As for the On Thin Ice, I think that might still be fine, like over a Path to Exile. That's what I'm playing it in place of. We've got 10 basics. If we were playing the blue version, I would not be playing this, no way. But for the mono white, seems fine. And with the Sigarda's 8, it's instant speed, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely be coming back to Hammer Time at some point, probably playing the Azurius version next time. But yeah, I always enjoy my time playing Hammer Time.